Welcome to yet another episode of Chasing Dreams with EduFund. Today I'll be having a conversation with Trupti.
I have friends right from age 1 year old to some 80 years old.
A mother who comes from a modest family.
Despite of being capable of doing particular course,
Right.
he was denied that course.
And believes in PPF and mutual funds as a safe saving modes.
We would need approximately 1 crore to complete those 4 years.
Let's find out her story, her approach to saving for her son,
So 10,000 versus 1 lakh.
and how she is planning to change her child's future through smart investment tips.
Welcome to EduFund, Trupti.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for taking time for this interview. We are very excited to have a conversation with you. So, let's start with the basics, please. Let's start with your personal education experience. What was it like managing finances for it all?
There was not an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, actually my father is from education, means he's no more now, but he is from education background only.
Okay.
So it was walk on cake. Yeah, school education up to 4th, it was somewhere around a few thousands, maybe less than 10,000,
Okay,
including
per year.
all your stationery, uniform, everything.
Okay.
Less than 10,000.
Okay.
And from 5th to 12th, it was free ship for girl child.
Okay.
So only stationery and uniform. That much was required.
Right.
And then again, during my BSc time, my father was in the same college, so again there was concession,
Okay.
being daughter of staff.
Yeah, right.
So 50% concession was there. And the major amount which was paid was during my MBA. The
Okay.
inclusive of both the years of MBA, it was somewhere close to 30,000.
30,000. For the entire
fees. And books, it is up to you how many you want. So
Right.
that is limitless.
Right. Okay. So 30,000 for the entire
MBA course.
Okay, wow. So I know you have a son who is currently in 7th grade, right?
Yeah.
So your the cost of your school education, which was about max to max 10,000 in a year, versus the cost of your son's education right now in a year, what is the difference like?
It's more than 10 times.
Yes, absolutely, I'm sure.
My son is with a normal mediocre school,
Okay.
Kalmadi school.
Okay.
Means regarding fees,
Yeah.
education quality is really good.
Okay.
So there they have somewhere close to 70,000 and remaining 30 for your uniform and stationery,
Right.
all other stuff. So it is going to 1 lakh
Okay.
per year.
Okay. So 10,000 versus 1 lakh. Right. So were you already aware of how much his education is going to cost you, just the school education per year? Or did you find out about these expenses once you had to, start paying for it?
Yeah, we studied almost all possible schools in Pune, right from hi-fi to the normalest one.
Right.
And after that, we decided that it's better to go for school which is near to our house,
Right.
which will remove the commutation time and the energy drain of kid. And we ended up with Kalmadi school.
Okay. So what were the different aspects of the cost of your child's education that you had to factor in to, to decide a budget basically and then plan accordingly?
Yeah, actually, what all facilities are there in the school? On the basis for any fees is on the basis of the available facilities.
Right.
So that's, we went on cutting down. We don't need this, we don't need this. Because if you have very fabulous sports facility, but if your kid is not sports person, it is waste of money.
Exactly.
So that is how practically we went into the study, and then we came to a conclusion.
Right. Okay. So now this is a very interesting approach. So for all the parents who are currently, who have recently become a parent, let's say, or maybe their children are 3 to 4 years of age and they are looking for a school to start, with their first grade, let's say. So what all tips do you have for them when it comes to deciding a school based on your personal experience and the things that you have learned? how do you think they should approach the planning or the search for the school?
First and foremost thing, understand your kid's interest.
Exactly.
Don't overburden the kid that you should be the maestro in piano, maestro in football, and means legend in this thing and that thing. Practically impossible. First, ask yourself, are you a legend in any area? Then force.
Okay.
So that is the basic idea, to understand the kid.
Right.
And accordingly, also understand your finances, your culture, your family background, and accordingly move on step by step.
Exactly.
And the planning should start right from the age of 2, when your kid is 2 years old.
Okay.
So that you get enough of time, 1.5 years, to decide on all aspects which you are looking for. And also you can observe your kid, because up to 2 years you cannot understand what your kid likes and what he or she doesn't like.
Right.
After 2 years only you get bit gist of what exactly the kid is leaning to, and
Right.
accordingly you can plan and decide where everybody will be happy.
Exactly.
Education should be full of happiness and
Right.
not burden.
You have just talked about how you planned to look for a school for your son. But how did you plan for the cost of his education? What are the saving strategies or plans that you had decided on?
Yeah, actually we had planned our savings in mutual funds for his future education,
Okay.
and for current needs in fixed deposits.
Okay.
Currently we need almost 1 lakh per year, so that we are doing through FDs, because it's a short term investment. Means you get returns also, you can use that money as and when required, and you can plan on short term.
Okay. Right.
Up to 12th, that strategy is going to work.
Okay.
But after 12th, suppose he gets really good marks, he genuinely develops interest in going for some technical course or something like that. That
Right.
time the amount required will be huge.
Exactly.
So for that, we are doing few mutual funds investments since
Okay.
he was born.
Okay. Wow. Exactly. So you have planned for short-term goals, which is maybe his school fee for the next year or next to next year, and then you have also planned for long-term goals, which is his education after school. Now, this is a very great strategy. A lot of parents do keep saving, but not with a specific goal in mind. You do have a specific goal in mind, and you're dedicated towards that saving plan, which is amazing. So do you have a specific amount in your mind as well for his college education, that you want to save approximate this much in the next, let's say, 10 years or 7 years?
Yeah, looking at current scenario, even if he goes for engineering, even if he gets some really good college in Pune in merit seat, still we would need approximately 1 crore to complete those 4 years.
Exactly. And it's really great to hear parents talk about these future projections, and to find out that they are aware of the actual cost of education. Because a lot of people think that okay, some courses might cost 1 crore, but we're not going to do that. We have other options available as well. But you don't know what the future holds, and you don't know how much the cost is going to increase, right? Exactly. So,
yeah, actually it should not happen that your kid performed really good, and because you didn't plan financially, despite of being capable of doing particular course,
right,
he was denied that course.
exactly.
That should not happen.
Exactly. How did you find out that this should be the approach towards education planning for your child?
Yeah, actually I have friends right from age 1 year old to some 80 years old.
Okay, wow.
So I keep observing them.
Okay.
What all challenges they are facing, or what all challenges they have faced in their earlier life, and how we can rectify.
Okay.
That rectification part is
Yes.
really required.
Exactly.
Then only that whatever history, it's a kind of history only of that particular person.
Wow, that is a very interesting approach to just life in general. What are the saving skills or financial tips that you teach your kid or something that really surprises you, that oh wow, he's aware of these things?
Yeah, many times when he is playing with his friends, he knows what is the purpose of any particular thing and whether he should have it or no.
Right. Okay. So so he understands the difference between need and want, and then spends the money accordingly.
Yeah, need, want, and utility.
Right, exactly. So in terms of education, can you please expand on that? Need, want, and utility.
Yeah, need can be, lavish food. Want can be having burger, pizza every day.
Yeah.
But utility, having nutritious food which will fill your hunger and won't lead you to any kind of disease.
Exactly.
That is the difference.
Exactly. So using that analogy, a tip for parents on how should they approach the savings and plannings for their child's education?
Yeah, most of the time, I can see right from my age is comparatively better. But those who are young parents, they always prefer to go by brand.
Okay.
Is it really required? Can you save that money for your future? That will help. That will help to the greatest extent. Having any XYZ brand phone, because that is the costliest one, do we really need it? Just think, analyze, and then move ahead.
Exactly. Think, analyze, and then plan accordingly, which is something that we also keep talking about at EduFund. That think, how much your child's education is going to cost in the future, analyze the market, the inflation, and then plan accordingly. So thank you so much, Trupti. It was great having a conversation with you, and you had great tips for our parents to take home. So thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us for yet another episode of Chasing Dreams with EduFund. We'll be coming back to explore more financial stories of Indian parents, and we'll give you more financial tips. So stay tuned for that, and have a great day.